Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Travis Dykes. On today's episode of Teach Me That, we are going over traditional gospel bass lines. And when I say traditional gospel bass lines, I mean like stuff like "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus," "Bless That Wonderful Name." You know, all those churchy black gospel songs. If you play in a black gospel church, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So today, this video is going to be for people who, one, don't know anything about it, and I'm going to take you from the beginning and show you exactly how these bass lines are formed. And two, for those who play this all the time, I'm going to show you some ways that you can spice it up when you play at church. So without further ado, why don't you grab your bass and we'll jump into the lesson. All right, so let's jump into the lesson. This whole concept of playing traditional gospel bass lines used to be such a foreign thing to me, I'll be honest with you. I used to think it was so daunting whenever I hear gospel bass players, you know, play like all those kind of lines and different things like that. I used to be like, oh my gosh. So where this traditional gospel bass line comes from is from jazz. A lot of, if you ever hear any jazz players play, you know, they're playing all these, you know, little crazy like walk, you know, like all these different kind of, you know, walks like that. That's where those come from. And that's where a lot of these concepts come from, is from jazz. But we found a way, and I don't know who necessarily did it, but there has been a lot of people who have over time taken those techniques and taking those, the sound and brought it into gospel and now have created these type of lines that are walking. If you don't know anything about rhythm, this is going to be your little overview. This is not going to be a super in-depth thing, but I just want you to know this. You kind of need to know this, especially if you're just starting out with learning traditional bass lines. Basically, if you have never heard of a bar of music, all a bar of music is 4 beats. And so if I'm playing something like to this, okay, I know I'm making a metronome. So when you play it like that, you're playing on every single click, and that's what we call quarter notes. Now we have other notes that we use as well, which are eighth notes. Eighth notes is basically where you double the amount of beats in that bar. So if I'm playing this, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add and what that makes is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 when it comes to the rhythm within the bar. And like I said, this is just an overview. So this goes way more in depth. You can go way more in depth than this, but this is just to get you through to understanding traditional gospel bass lines. So traditional gospel bass lines are made up of 2 elements: the progression and the turnaround. The song that we're going to use throughout this entire video is "Can't Nobody Do Me Like Jesus." If you've never heard of it, you go check it out. There's probably so many different versions of this. It's a very old song. And so basically, I'm just going to take this traditional line and show you how it works from the bare minimum all the way to up to the advanced level. So first we're going to take this. This is going to be the level 1 of this. And this is just going to be the bare minimum of what we could do. It's not going to be any walking or anything like that. This is just straight bare minimum if you want to play this song. So this is going to be what we call the progression part. And so when you hear "Can't Nobody," so the 1, "Do me like Jesus," to the 4, "Can't no," but this is the progression. "Do me like the Lord, can't no." Now we're going to the turnaround. 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay? So that's what makes up a whole line. When you hear that, usually when you hear 7-3-6 in the gospel world, you know you're turning around. You're about to turn it around. If you play this in quarter notes, let me show you how it feels. So, can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody Do me like the Lord. It almost sounds a little bit like Southern gospel sounding, right? And honestly, the way the Southern gospel players would play it is on quarter notes, and that's the reason why it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's a black gospel song. Because honestly, what you would do is instead of them just stand right here on the 1, they'll bounce between the 1 and the 5. Nobody do me like Jesus, can't nobody do me like Lord. Okay, we're not going to go too deep in that. That's not what y'all came here for. But that's how, and this, just so you can understand, that's the reason why those kind of lines, when you play these same gospel lines in a country setting, it sounds like that, is because the way they're playing the rhythm, they're playing it in quarter notes. If we're playing it in gospel setting, we're going to do it in 1/8 notes, which is going to be like this. Can't nobody do me like Jesus, can't nobody do me like the Lord. So like I said, I'm building this up from the very bottom. Okay, there's no walks or anything crazy. This is just straight 1/8 notes. Now we're already starting to get the right rhythmic feel of what we're looking for. This is just the basics of what we learn, because once we understand this, then adding anything else is going to be a lot easier. So now that we know the progression and turnaround, let's now go to the next level, level 2, which is chromatic walks. So now how this works is we're playing our normal nobody do me like Jesus. We're trying to get out of this. We're like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. I can't play this anymore. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this thing where we walk chromatically. If you don't know what chromatic means, it's basically the chromatic scale is where you go up half steps, or what we call 1 fret at a time. So if I say walk chromatically up from the 3 to the 5, all you're going to do is you're going to play a 3, and then you're just going to walk every note in between until you get to the 5. So what we're going to do is we have 8 beats that we have to fill the space in between playing the 1. So basically we have 8 different notes that we could play when playing a walk. And now the next question you probably ask is, so how do I know what notes to choose? The way gospel does, like I said, it still goes back to that 5, but instead of just going straight to the 5, we play chromatically up from the 3, 4 sharp, and 5, like that. And the reason why we do that is because that 3, we're in B flat major, so that 3 is already in the chord. And so we just do chromatic notes all the way up to the 5. And it fills up 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then we have to get back to the 1. So what's 4 frets away from the 1? We have our 6. So we just go from 6 to 1 chromatically. And so that fills up our 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back to 1. And that's as simple as it gets. Now let me sing and show you how it works with it. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. You see what I did there? I had to skip that 7 right there. I had to go straight to the 1 to get to the 4, because now the chord's going from the 1 to the 4. Just like we did before, it's like, can't nobody do me like Jesus, can't nobody. It goes to that 4 and stays there. So now you have to change your bass line to go with that 4. And so all you're doing is you're just gonna change your starting point. Instead of starting here on the B flat, you're gonna start here on the E flat or the 4. Play the same thing. And a lot of times with gospel bass lines, we go 4 sharp, 5, 5, 5. So 4 sharp, 5, 5, 5, and then back to the 1 as a transition. So now the next part is going to be the turnaround. So now we're going to that 7-3-6. So when nobody, instead of going straight to that 7, we want to land on that 7. So I'm just going to skip, go to the 1, and then 7, 3, 6. Okay, so watch. Nobody do me like Jesus, he's my friend. Okay? Now, a lot of times you play in a real black gospel church, you're going to do 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4 sharp 5. Okay? And all that is when it comes to the turnaround, it's just going to be, can't nobody do me like Jesus. 3, so it's 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. And then you notice this on all the turnarounds. 3, 4 sharp 5, 5. So now let's talk about level 3, which is approach notes. All an approach note is a passing note to lead to another note. So say I'm trying to go to this B flat. The theory of it says that if I play a note before that B flat, it'll lead me to resolve to that B flat. Or if I play a note above that B flat, it leads me back to resolve to that B flat. And so that's a very jazz concept when it comes to making a lot of walking bass lines. And that's where this concept literally comes from, is from jazz. So a lot of gospel players use this in their playing. And I mean, I use it all the time. And it's a real huge secret when it comes to playing gospel. So now we're going to add these approach notes to our turnaround. And I'm going to show you how it changes the sound and adds some really cool feel. Can't nobody do me like Jesus, be my friend. It adds more notes to it, but like I said before, the way you choose these is because of that 8th note pulse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4. When it comes to approach notes, you can do the note below leading up to the note or the note above leading back to note. A lot of times I like to use the note below leading up to a note because that's a lot of times what we hear in gospel music. So watch this. Can't nobody. Now right here, approach note 3, approach note 6, approach note 1, approach note 3, approach note 6, approach note 2, approach note 5, approach note 1, and then 3, 4, sharp 5. Okay. So our last level is level 4. We're going to be adding color notes with our approach notes. If you don't know what color notes are, basically there are the notes that make up certain chords that you highlight within a scale. Say the keyboard player is playing a dominant chord on B flat. A B flat's made up of a 1, a 3, a 5, and a dominant 7 or a flat 7. So basically what that means is that if we highlight the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7 over that dominant, it's going to make those notes stand out and kind of have like a really cool sound rather than just a normal scale. And so the way you use this when it comes to these walks is you do it with an approach note. So what we're going to do is we're going to add approach notes to it to highlight each of those notes. So we're going to play 1 approach note to the 3, approach note to the 5, approach note to the flat 7, approach note to the 1. So you get this. So just like I did in the demo, I do this line like this. And then I'll walk back down like this. And all I'm doing is I'm playing the approach notes to all these notes. And then I just go back, approach note to the flat 7, approach note to the 3, approach note to the 1, approach note to the 4. So let me kind of sing the song so you can hear how it sounds like. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Man. It kind of pulls you a lot of different ways. It's cool. This is the reason why I like it. It's a little bit more of an advanced concept. So now when we go to the 4, I'm just going to do the same thing for the 4, which is the E flat. And that dominant chord, just like I said, is the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7 of whatever note you're on. So what I'm going to do is play that same thing. Approach note to the 3, approach note to the 5, approach note to the 7, approach note to the 1. Let me play all that together. Nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody. Now 4 sharp, 5, just like we did before. And now on this one, the more advanced version, I'm just going to do. And all I'm doing is just, if you know your pentatonic scale for B flat major, it's the 2nd position, and you're just going to do. If you don't know your pentatonic scale positions, check out my 3 ways of become a pentatonic scale master video. I'll link it somewhere in here so you can check it out. And so after that, you go back to the first one. And now you're leading to the turnaround, which is going to be ain't nobody do me like do. So basically all we're doing, we're doing that, going into that turnaround. So we got 1, approach note, 3, approach note, 5, approach note, flat 7, approach note, the higher approach note to the 7, approach note 3, approach note 6, approach note 1, and then approach note 3, approach note 6, approach note 2, approach note 5, approach note 1. Okay, now I'm adding a level 5 just because while I'm sitting here, I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's a really cool thing that we could do to kind of level up our playing. It's basically putting all these things and concepts together, because what you do to really lock this into your playing is you start sprinkling it in. Even if you're still just doing the normal walk like this, you could go, when you go to that 4, you could go to the approach note 1, or you can go to, you know, any other one. And so you just literally take it and you sprinkle it in. These are tools. These are tools to help you out. So find ways of doing it. And sometimes you could do the basic one, and then add this. Now right here, approach note. See, you can add all those things separately. You don't have to do it all the way crazy. You can just add little pieces where you want to and start trying to create your own cool bass lines. So I'll just be honest, whenever I was starting to play these back when I was younger, I never actually practiced them. I just literally went in and I just like started doing them at church, and I started realizing, oh, okay, this is how you play it. But then I got stuck in a rut. And so I don't want you guys to do that. So what I would suggest is you practice these lines. Take them, use this loop. If you're a Patreon member, you get access to this loop. So if you don't know what that is, know what Patreon, check out the link in the description below, and you get access to this loop at different speeds so you can get better at them. So if you have any questions about any of the things that I covered, feel free to drop a comment below or hit me up on my Instagram at @tdykes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when the newest videos are uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.